me in love with a dub, keep turning me. The weed I smoke, I drag. It's supposed to stop the pain. It can't. I pray to God. I pray. Like a phone, the light switch. Like a nigga around from the right chief. And she ain't giving no love. She want me so much, she want my baby in her. You see, I put on cologne so my dick can get spit on. Just know I can pop her like I'm about to put the fish on. Thanksgiving dinner and I'm praying for a wish. If I had one wish, I wish I could save her from the life. From the darkness and bring him into light. I be your Clark Kent flying through the night. I got your beams on me when your demons in sight. The Gemini, it's him and I. The guy flow, equipment I flow through him and I. Y'all should simmer down and breathe with him, son and your son. Like a son with the AC turn me on. Last night I pray. I went to work and I pray. In the name of God I pray. Oh, save me God, I pray. In the name of God I pray. Please save me God, I pray. Take the pain away, I pray. In the name of love, I pray. Take a leap of faith, I pray. I'm a mustard seed, I pray. Give a demon scene, I pray. To release the demons, I pray. To defeat the demons, I pray. I defeat the demons, I pray. Asking God am I saved. He don't talk back, but still I pray. You ain't front row here, you can't come row here. You gotta watch who you talk to. 1 a.m., you in the party life. What's up? What's up? What's happening? Truth Nation and all the juicy jammers out there. I am your boy Ben Jammin, and this is our After Dark special. This is where we keep it real, raw, and rugged. Tell y'all about our week. Tell y'all how we really feel, and really tell y'all things that we couldn't say on air.
Yeah, we're gonna talk like how we finna talk now because of the FCC.
Yeah, you know, FCC violations. You know, speaking of, actually, I kind of want to dive into that a little bit, Jason. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is Double J, Jason Smith.
Jason Smith, what the people call me Double J. I'm just saying.
J Money, J Problems.
J Money, J Problems, J Dub. Man, come on, let's get it.
And what you guys just heard was a project called I Prayed off my record Hollywood Hooks, coming soon. Everybody who's been paying attention to me, you will definitely be able to get the album exclusively from my website shortly. But with that being said, I did actually want to talk about that stuff right there that you just put out there, though, Jason, at the FCC.
The FCC.
So one thing that everybody's been talking about, I want to say for maybe the past 2 days. You know what? Forget that. Scratch that. People have been talking about this for over a year now. You know, it's Jaguar Wright.
Okay, yeah, Jaguar Wright. Oh yeah, this girl put me on the Jaguar. I was watching her interview. I was watching the whole interview. It was probably about an hour long. I'm sitting there just watching it.
Which interview did you watch of Jaguar? The one about Diddy, the one about Will Smith, the one about Jay-Z, Beyonce?
I know one I watched about Diddy. I remember one she was on a blue couch, and I can tell that was newer. And then, she was talking about Jay-Z. She was talking about Beyonce. She was talking about Diddy. She was talking about what all these people, all these big celebrities doing with kids and stuff. But she brought up Michael Jackson's name. However, she didn't say Michael. When she brought up Michael Jackson, she was saying how he was targeted.
He was targeted by the entertainment industry.
He was targeted.
Interesting.
Michael Jackson, there is no proof. It's proof with everybody else.
You think it's proof with everybody else for real?
Oh, with R. Kelly, Diddy.
I mean, look.
It's proof with them.
So when it comes down to Jaguar Wright, if anybody knows who Jaguar Wright is, or just now first hearing her name right here on Jammin with Juice, Jaguar Wright, I don't want to label her as a conspiracy theorist, okay? I want to label her as somebody who has seen the inside of the industry, right? That's where really what she comes from. She was a background singer for Jay-Z for a very long time. She's seen the ins and outs of all of these parties, and she is a person who proclaims to be somebody who has been offered an opportunity to be a part of some of these Diddy parties and declined, and Jaguar Wright
for a couple of years now has been going on to, as she says, expose everybody in the industry. So people from Jay-Z to Beyonce to Diddy to Kevin Hart to Will Smith, Meek Mill to
Justin Bieber,
Odell Beckham, Dwayne Johnson, Mary J. Blige. All these people, she allegedly says that are basically a whole bunch of pedophiles, and says that the Hollywood ring is a whole bunch of pedophiles, and that's really what's going on behind closed doors. We fall in love with the perception of people through these screens, these TV screens, through our iPhones and Android phones, whatever you have or whatever. But ultimately, she goes on to say it's a lot of nasty BS happening behind closed doors, and she wants to be the person to expose and bring people to the light. And I mean, Jason, first time you even heard Jaguar's story, did you believe it?
No, I thought this girl. I thought she was just. I didn't know her background. Like, I didn't know that she was so involved with the entertainment industry. I'm thinking she's just a normal person out here talking her stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I can't cuss on you. I can. I guess it just feel weird. Like, we in the studio.
That's up to you.
But no, at first I thought she was just a conspiracy theorist. I didn't think she had any basis to her claim.
Yeah.
But then you start listening and you realize that she got ether. She got credibility.
It sounds good to me. I ain't gonna lie, it sounds good to me.
That's me connected.
Sounds good to me, Truth Nation.
So I at first I had my reservations, but then as she started talking, I'm like, okay, she might be a little credible. But now hearing all of the backlash and hearing, it's like, dang, she dang near got me.
I mean, she might. See, this is my thing. This is my thing, especially when you're a truth teller, right? Like, you somebody who knows the truth. And this is a philosophy I got from my 5% brothers out there. But, there's 85% of the people who don't know nothing at all. There's 10% of people who know the truth but don't want to expose the truth. And there's 5% of the people out there who are trying to tell you the truth. But, everybody else who's at 95% is just trying to suppress those ideas. And in regards to Jaguar, right, I'm not saying what she's saying is wrong. I'm not saying it's all the way right either. But what I am saying is when she decides to go onto a public platform that has FCC rules, that has FCC rights, and the reason why we're able to speak over the public radio airwaves is because of us being able to follow what the FCC tells us we can and cannot say. It seems to be that she hit a roadblock. All right, she hit a roadblock, and the people who decided to associate themselves with her content hit a roadblock as well. She was recently on Piers Morgan's TV show.
Just apologized.
Yeah, and he had actually got a cease and desist from Jay-Z and Beyonce personally. All right, talking about basically, you need to scrub that content. You need to scrub that content from your platform because, Jaguar Wright goes on and she speaks so passionately. She speaks with conviction in regards to saying that she knows Jay-Z and Beyonce are doing these types of things. She knows that Jay-Z and Beyonce are, out here performing sexual acts and being a part of these Diddy parties. And Jay-Z and Beyonce sent a cease and desist and said these are baseless claims. These are baseless claims. You don't have any kind of proof that this has actually happened, and it's just one of these things that, personally me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Truth Nation. I've been doing radio for the past 6 years now. I consider this an honor to be able to speak over these public radio airwaves. And I had a conversation with somebody who was a local podcaster out in Racine, and I'm gonna be on his podcast next week. It's actually called the Cold Fields Podcast. But he went on to go ask me. He was like, hey, I'd love for you to come on Ben Jammin so you could teach us a little bit about professionalism when it comes down to actually speaking on certain topics. I'm like, hey, all good with me, brother.
That's good.
All right, because I'm the type of person, if anybody's been following my journey, look, I quote unquote told the lie, so to speak, right? I'm always very edgy. I'm always a person who pushes the envelope a little bit, sometimes too damn far, but I know what I can do and I know what I cannot do. All right, and that's the difference, okay? Piers Morgan and his producers should have definitely known what they were getting themselves into. Yeah, what they was getting themselves into, and by associating themselves with a Jaguar, right, and not just jumping on the bandwagon. Because, honestly, Jason, this whole Diddy thing is pretty crazy. But what's even crazier to me is all the other people that people want to pull down. Like they want to see a Jay-Z and Beyonce go down with Diddy. They want to see a Mary J. Blige go down with Diddy. They kind of want anybody who's ever been affiliated with P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs to go down with them. And I'm kind of like, dog, like, is this how hateful the society that we live in is here? I don't think that's fair, bro. Like, I really don't think that's fair. Just you telling me I'm guilty by association? I don't go home with these people. I don't go down with. I don't go to home with P. Diddy and shower with the man. How am I supposed to know about all his thousand bottles of baby oil?
Exactly.
I'm not trying to get refreshed like that. I'm not trying to get lubricated like that. I go home to my own humble abode and I chill out there. That's what I personally do. Okay, and I think that's what Jay-Z and Beyonce do. Okay, I don't think Jay-Z and Beyonce out here drinking kids' blood.
I hope they not. Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and say they not.
I don't think they are.
I hope they not. However, come on now, we gotta really think about this, dog. When we talking about Diddy, when we talking about Jay-Z, when we talking about billionaires, we talking about people who really literally climbed to the top. We talking about two people who profited. Now, I don't think Jay-Z financially profited off of Biggie's death, but I do know that, man, P. Diddy been making money off Biggie longer than Biggie was alive. Mm-hmm. I do know that. I don't know who is it that told me that. Was it you? Somebody told me that after Biggie died, that's when P. Diddy started branding him as the king of rap.
Oh, I told you that.
Yeah, and I'm like, that changed my mind. Like, it's like, whoa, this could all be a whole plan.
I mean, really, I ain't gonna lie. You know, for P. Diddy to allegedly done what he did, you know, that's already crazy. But the idea of him already being a young mogul in his early 20s at that time, but knowing behind the scenes and knowing what these contracts are, you know, he could have actually had Biggie killed. I mean, if we're being honest,
I believe he did. I believe he got Biggie and Pac killed.
Interesting.
What 100%.
There's other people who believe that. You know, Tupac's family just went on to go say that they're actually filing a claim against P. Diddy right now because they want to see if he actually did.
I'm trying to tell you, Eminem said in a couple songs that Diddy killed Pac. Eminem said that.
I mean, Eminem's white.
He's white, but he knows
white
stuff. He in the industry. He been to the top. He said, he was talking when he was dissing MGK. He was like, the day I admit that you better than me is the day you admit Diddy put the hit out that got Pac killed. Sheesh. That's what he said.
But that's only if that's an actual real thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wholeheartedly believe that he got Biggie and Pac killed.
But why do you believe that, though? Like, what makes you believe that?
It just all makes sense. I mean, we don't.
What makes sense, my nigga? Like,
the fact that so okay, Diddy, okay, we got Pac and we got Biggie during this beef, the East Coast versus West Coast. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We still don't know who killed Tupac. Mm-hmm. We still have no clue. All of us, it's just magically in the middle of this beef, Pac died. I mean, why wouldn't Diddy have something to do with it? Who else was out here trying to kill Tupac? Who else had that much beef with Tupac to want him gone? After the who shot your whole situation, after all of that, who else wanted hit him up? Who else wanted Pac dead that badly besides Diddy?
They say Keefy D nephew. That's what they say. The gentleman that is actually locked up right now, who actually went on to release a book, memoir, maybe like 2-3 years ago, talking about how Tupac was killed. He went on to go say, "Look, my nephew, who Tupac had just jumped and beat up at the Las Vegas MGM, had just beat him up." Keefy D basically says he was in the backseat. His nephew decided to open up fire on Tupac Shakur and fatally killed Tupac. That's what Keefy D said in his book. This is what Keefy D. That. See, look, this is why you got to inform yourself.
I have no clue about
that. Know, there's be a lot of misinformation going on right here. But Keefy D right now is currently fighting. Is currently fighting a case, fighting a trial over there in California, basically trying to clear his name and rid his name of even being involved in the whole Tupac killing.
Oh, so he didn't do it?
No. He went in his book and said basically he did do it, but now he's trying to fight against it. So,
why does Pac family think that Diddy has something to do with it then?
I mean, but think about it. Just like how you just said, man, I think Diddy did it. It makes sense. It makes sense, everybody. However, we already got a man locked up right now, and then you also got to think about Tupac's family. Who else is left in Tupac's family alive? His mother has passed away. She's gone. Rest in peace to Afeni Shakur.
He had no kids, did he?
He had no kids. He had a sister that was alive, and he also had a brother, which was really his stepbrother that's alive. But those two individuals are trying to file a claim against Diddy, saying that Diddy may have had some kind of interaction or is somewhat responsible for Tupac's death. However, there's a man, Keefe D, right now fighting for his life to clear his name of actually killing Tupac, although Keefe D 2 years prior to had wrote a book talking about how he witnessed Tupac die and that his nephew had did it. So ultimately, these are the kind of stories that people get wrapped up in and caught up in just because the headline is shocking, right? The headline is like, oh man, he makes me want to scratch your head, makes you start thinking. Like we were just sitting here talking the other day, Jason, and we were talking about people in leadership roles, how powerful the platform is, and even if you're an informed person, the idea is if you are a person who's the president or a person who is a Diddy, and you spew some information out there, it's going to be a part of the society that's going to pick that up and take it as the truth. Just like I told you the other day, my little baby Hazel, my little dog Hazel, I got to thinking that the Haitians might have actually killed Hazel. I thought the Haitians might have actually tried to eat Hazel just based off the idea that Donald Trump put out there that the Haitians are eating the cats and eating the dogs. All right, now because everything's going up and it's up in the air for P. Diddy, for Sean Combs. For Sean Combs, so many different ideas are coming out there that people are just starting to believe, like, man, I think this stuff is true. I think it really is happening. I think that P. Diddy himself definitely ordered 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and some of this baby oil was laced with other kind of drugs that would actually hypnotize people. Yeah, people are starting to say that too, saying that the baby oil was actually laced with a particular type of drug. I forget the drug, but basically it's a drug that they say can leak into the skin. Your skin will soak it up because your skin is the biggest organ on your body, would soak this up and then basically get high off the drug, and it would also cause a brief moment of memory loss as well. So that's how they're saying that a lot of these Diddy parties were happening, but this is all alleged crimes. These are all just alleged ideas, and P. Diddy right now has to go into court and fight these allegations. That's what's really going on.
And the trial not until May 2025.
God damn.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And honestly, my thing is, for real, Jason, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just hope that Diddy make it out of this. I'm not gonna lie. I hope he does not die.
Yeah,
I
agree.
For real, because, bro, like, look, man, we were talking about Illuminati at least for the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
If it's any moment for the Illuminati to start working, the time is now. Okay? DP Diddy, throw in your Illuminati card. Illuminati get to working. Okay? Because honestly, if I've been doing some dirty stuff this whole time, whatever, and Illuminati is a real thing, I would like for my Illuminati card to start working right now. Okay? Because I need y'all. Okay? Hove, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, whomever. Okay? I need you to help me out. Because personally, I kind of started to feel like, that these black men are being targeted. I'm starting to feel that, Jason, when it comes down to a black man obtaining some kind of power, any kind of power, that the powers that be will only let a select few in. Will only let you get so far. Like whether it's the Jay-Z's of the world, which eventually, unfortunately, hopefully we never do, but we'll see his demise one day because the powers that be, I'm pretty certain, don't want him there. We're seeing what's happening unfold with P. Diddy. You just mentioned Michael Jackson.
That's the biggest one.
One of the reasons they say Michael Jackson even had to die is because he owned half of Sony. He owned half of Sony's publishing.
And that they ended up getting that back in 2016.
Yeah,
and Michael Jackson
for much less. For much less.
For like $750 million. Like, are you kidding me right now? Bro, They knew exactly what they were doing. Michael Jackson literally said, they're trying to kill me because they want my publishing and I'm not selling it. I own the music industry and I'm not selling it, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted it. So what did they do? They got the doctor, Conrad Murray, to come in, give him some propofol. They say that he did it himself.
But see, they say that he got addicted to propofol though.
Because
that was the thing.
He used it for sleep. But the thing is, with propofol, you have to get it administered to you.
Yeah.
You are not doing it yourself. He had to do it. The story is that he did it, and then he went into the hallway to make a phone call, and then came back in and saw Michael Jackson was unconscious.
Yeah.
So then he tried to perform CPR on a bed.
Yeah.
I'm not even a doctor, and I know you got to put somebody on the floor,
for real?
the surface. Yeah, he got found guilty for manslaughter and went to jail. He got
he went to jail.
He went to jail.
I never know
Michael Jackson.
I know Michael Jackson's doctor went to jail.
Conrad Murray went to jail. He got sentenced for 4 years. He only spent 2. He got his medical license stripped, but then got it back when he got out.
Mm-hmm.
This not every single person in Michael Jackson family, Joe, Janet, LaToya, everybody done said this is a conspiracy. He was killed. They done said this on national TV.
Yeah. See, and that's my thing, though, man. It's just like here in these Americas, man. You to be a black man is definitely dangerous.
A powerful black man, especially.
A powerful black man, especially, because what they're gonna do is scrub your name through the ground, whether you're Will Smith or whomever. It doesn't really matter. You know, again, when it came down to Michael Jackson, R.I.P. because I don't think he did any of those things that they claimed he did.
There's no proof.
I mean, all the kids that went on to that they said that he actually touched. A lot of them kids grew up and went on to go say that their parents told them to do it.
Yes.
You know, and then they went on. Some of them went on to commit suicide just because they couldn't live with the line anymore.
One of the main child, the first kid, actually divorced, got emancipated. Is that the word?
Oh yeah,
divorced his parents.
Wow.
And what happened after Michael Jackson died? The dad who got caught on video saying that he's conspiring all of this killed himself right after Michael Jackson died.
Interesting.
Like, probably a week after.
Dang.
Come on, bro. Like, we not putting all of this together.
That's a guilty conscience for you.
Definitely a guilty conscience because you literally targeted this black man trying to tear him down because you thought he was an easy target, bro. Mm-hmm. You thought, oh, he's weird. He like kids. He hanging around kids. Oh, let's say he's a child molester. Golly.
Right.
He was weird. Mm-hmm. Nah, you shouldn't be sleeping in the room. I'm not sleeping in the bed with kids.
I mean, I'll agree.
Yeah,
I'll agree. That's weird, especially for a 42-year-old man doing those types of things. But again, I think that's the types of things that happen when you never got a chance to experience your childhood.
He doesn't know what it's like to be normal.
Mm-hmm.
He never had an experience like this. Mm-hmm. Bro, he went to a grocery store one time, and you know what? It's on video.
No, I watched it.
You know how sad that is, bro? That's his own. He was like, you get to go to the grocery store?
Right.
You get to shop? You get to put things in a cart?
Wow.
Like, that is like mind-blowing.
It's Michael Jackson, though, right?
Like, it's crazy, bro.
So I guess just the more famous you become, the more you also put yourself in a cell. The more you imprison yourself because you may become famous, but the people who are watching you are the people who actually put you in that jail cell, so to speak. Yeah. Like, it was crazy because me and Sherwin, we were actually having a conversation. Actually, I want to say it was earlier today or yesterday or something like that. But it's like, you become famous and people expect for you to be the person that you project over these airwaves, or you project on the TV screen all the freaking time.
It's not that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people have layers, right? People have layers. People are multi-layered, I always go back to Shrek. Shrek said, humans are like onions. We all have layers, and there's layers to human beings. So there's layers to Michael Jackson. There's a layer to Sean Diddy Combs. There's things that we don't know about the gentleman that, only he knows in his own mind. When he goes home and sleeps by himself, he thinks about the things that he's done.
I wonder what be going through Diddy's mind, bro. If he did do all this stuff.
Honestly, bro, for real, if I was Diddy right now sitting in the jail cell, everything be going through my mind. I personally would be thinking they trying to kill me. That's the first thing.
Question. That's why they got him. Don't they got him in solitude or solitary or something like that?
Yeah. They said they had him on suicide watch. Yeah. And I think that's just a media setup, for the actual death. Because there was a psychic who came out about a year ago who said all this was about to happen to Diddy this year, and eventually Diddy would be found of a suicide. That's what they said. That's what the psychic said, literally about a whole year ago. You can watch this on YouTube and stuff, but this is one of them things to me where I'm like, my God, is the roadmap for a lot of these celebrities or famous people already, set in stone? Is it already out there? Because again, once you become powerful, it's like they have to find a way. If they don't get you this year, they got to get you 10 years from now. If they don't get you 10 years from now, they got to get you somewhere in your lifetime. Like they said before, the hip hop police was made specifically for P. Diddy. Like, it was specifically made for P. Diddy. So imagine a thirsty cop trying to get you for all their career. Like, the reason they even started on the hip-hop police was because of you. And now they're like, you know what, I can't retire until this case is solved. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, what lengths won't they go to come and get you and bring you down? Because, it's interesting, the power. I don't even think they realized the power that music had then as much as they realize it now.
Oh, yeah.
And the influence, because like a dude like Diddy was able to influence us over the past decade to buy specific liquor. Yeah, a couple decades. But for the past decade, he's inspired us to buy a particular liquor. Like, Ciroc was going crazy. And they go on to say that, the alcohol company he was with, De Leon, I believe that was called, is one of the biggest reasons why all this has started, Oh,
because then they say that they basically trying to get back at him for doing something.
Yeah, he basically sued him, had a race claim against him, basically told him, went to court, said they was all racist, and They went and lost that battle, and in doing so, they owe him like over like $1 billion, something like
so
that.
that's why. Okay, so that makes sense. So okay, so probably none of this would even happen. It's crazy because I was drinking that Ciroc in college, and I got it because of Diddy. Like, I'm like, hey man, it's that Ciroc, because like DJ Khaled was talking about it all the time.
Dog, we all bought Ciroc because of Diddy. Yeah, it did feel special. They had that dot on there, like,
God,
the bottle beautiful, bro.
Premium. Like, this ain't no normal stuff, cuz.
Facts.
That's what I was thinking, but no, he got us.
Yeah.
If he did do all of this stuff, he did a great job of concealing it.
Over 30 years.
For over 30 years, it's
Hell
crazy,
yeah.
and to get away with it, and to constantly the stuff that he's claimed to do. I mean, Hugh Hefner got away with it until he got very, very, very old. So it's possible.
I mean, Hugh Hefner just died. He kept them secrets.
He didn't even face the music. Like, he didn't even face
He didn't have to.
He lived his life.
He didn't have to. He's white.
Yeah, he's a white man. A white man. Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's the kind of white I want to be.
That is insane, bro. Like, Hugh Hefner. Have you watched his documentary?
It's a beautiful documentary.
This dude was on a different level, bro.
Yeah.
So it just made me think he wasn't even a billionaire. I don't think.
I wonder how rich Hugh Hefner was.
Yeah.
I thought he had a couple $100 million.
No, he was rich as a mug, but that's what I'm saying, bro. When you got that money, you got that power, and you have the availability to do any and everything you want. Who are you? Who will you become with that power? That's why you really have to really understand who you are. You got to really double down on who you are,
right?
On your values, on your morals, because once you get everything handed to you and you feel like a kid in a candy store,
yeah,
and you can get whatever you want,
you liable to do anything.
You liable to do anything, bro.
That's true. That's why they say you, like, especially being a star, it's best that you get fame and all the other stuff after you become an adult.
Yeah,
because you don't want to be a child star. All the child stars are messed up. Like, look at Orlando Brown. That's So Raven. I'll be looking at Raven in such disgust.
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, damn, you used to be bad on That's So Raven. Now I'll be looking up like, damn, like, get away from me. Like, all her ideology is messed up and stuff. And I just look and I'm like, dang, man, like, I'm glad that I lived the life that I did live. Just because if I do become famous one day, Jason. Like, Hollywood Hooks takes off.
Hollywood Hooks.
Hollywood Hooks takes off. I go out and do major things. The foundation of who I am is already there.
Exactly.
I'm not out here looking to touch no kids.
Bro, like, what? That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
What is it with Hollywood and kids, bro?
And pedophilia.
I guess I just don't understand. Kids are the most innocent. I'm talking, bro, innocent as can possibly be. And you want to take advantage and hurt them like that. That's why I think pedophilia is the most evil act that could ever be committed. Even more evil than murder, more evil than all of that. Because that's the only act that cannot be justified.
Interesting.
You can justify murder.
I mean, not all murder.
No, but some. The fact that it can be justified. Because, bro, one, self-defense. Two, bro, if somebody killed your mom and you had the right, you sitting right there and you in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
People will understand. Yeah, you still go to jail, but people will understand why you did that.
I don't know, JC. This a reach. This is a reach, bro.
So you don't think it's no justifiable murder? You don't think it's no way you could justify murder?
I think, okay, look, if you talk about murder, no. But if you're talking about killing somebody, I think that's different, bro.
Okay, so what's it? Because with me, murder, killing somebody, the same thing.
It's different. Like, okay, in the Bible it says, "Thou shalt not kill," right? Okay. But I think in the Bible it should say, "Thou shalt not murder." Because,
so what's the difference between murder and kill?
If I killed somebody, I might have been trying to protect them. I'm trying to protect myself, trying to protect my home. But if I murder somebody, then in my mind it was either already premeditated. It was an idea, an act where I decided to do a drive-by killing and I murdered somebody, right? Or I'm Kendrick Lamar out here and I murdered Drake. You know what I'm saying? like it's something like that. But if I kill somebody, I think that's more of an idea of self-defense for myself.
See, I just look at them as synonyms. Killing and murder.
You think that's synonyms?
Yeah, I gotta look this up. Like you murder, you kill somebody, you murder somebody. Because you would think killing somebody would be the most evil act. But the fact that pedophilia, there is no way you can justify it. There's nothing you can say. But if I'm acting out of a response to what somebody else did to me, that's okay.
So let me ask you this then, because I can't find this right now. But so the people down there in Hurricane Milton, are they being killed or are they being murdered?
See, but I do feel what you're saying. Okay, I can see that. The difference is if we're talking about person to person. If we talking about me to you, so for example, if somebody is trying to got a gun to my head and I put a gun to their head and I shoot them first, I didn't murder them.
Wait, say that again?
So if you got a gun to my head, I got a gun to your head, but I shoot first, I didn't murder you?
No, I would say you killed me.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Nah, bro.
I murdered you, bro.
I mean, like you killed me because you didn't have like the
it was
intent.
a premeditated murder.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking.
Premeditated murder,
Bro.
Because you can get charged with second-degree murder. That's not premeditated.
Okay, but that's murder though. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, look, if you. The same scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, I put a gun in your head, you put a gun in my head, and you shoot first, right? I would say that you killed me because you had to kill me to protect yourself.
I had to murder you.
But I don't think that's murder.
Myself.
I think murder is what you see Chucky do. You know what I mean? Murder is what you see Jason do. You know, that's murder. Like, they going on the slaughter right there.
What if I do for that? Ain't no, there's no reason for that. But if you breaking it up like that, then I would say, murder and pedophilia are... Oh, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I still might say pedophilia the worst act. Because you taking a child's innocence.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're not lying, Jason. And honestly, bro, something happened about a year ago that really made me realize like how strong it is and like how wrong it is to really introduce people to violent acts.
And that's what they doing with these movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, whether you introduce people to the ideas of sex, whether you introduce people to the ideas of murder, hell, I mean, you know what? I just gotta tell the story. I gotta tell the story because really it made me look at life a lot differently, right? So all my life I grown up and I'm used to down on Racine we got like Vice Lords and GDs and Latin Kings and IGs and whatever.
I didn't know they had that in Racine.
Yeah, bro. Racine get down, bro. Racine get down, bro. It really does. But in doing so I kind of grew up in this environment where I'm used to like some gang action happening or whatever, right? So I'm used to like guns going off sometimes from time to time or whatever. And I didn't realize how desensitized I was. Like, truth be told, like when I was about 5 years old, this is my first idea and first time I realized like life wasn't like this everywhere. But my cousin Camille, she came to stay with us or whatever for the weekend, and as she stayed with us or whatever, there was a lot of shooting happening on our block. But at this point, I'm known to like, let's just get down on the floor. Like, this is what we do. Guns going off, get down on the floor, whatever. It's normal drill, right? My cousin Kamara is crying and screaming. And I'm in my mind like, bro, I really can't understand why she's screaming. Like, why are you crying? Like, what's really going on? It's wild. In retrospect, in hindsight, it really is wild. Because as I grew older, I realized that, like, that's not the life for everyone. And there was a young gentleman who actually works with us. We were at a Juneteenth last year, and there was some shots that rang off. Shots rang off. Unfortunately, some teenagers got hit. I'm glad that nobody died, but personally, from the experience that I've experienced being a black man here in America, that's damn near normal. I'm desensitized to these things, right? However, this young gentleman wasn't. He's never experienced anything like that ever in his life. So the day passed. He comes here to work and is just bawling, crying. Like, he's bawling, crying. Like, he's like, oh, my God, I got to think about this all over again. This is happening all over again. And he is boo-hooing. So much so, he had to take, like, 2 days off. And it made me think to myself, like, damn, that's so sad. Like, that one instance robbed him of his innocence. Like, he was truly innocent of that matter. He was truly innocent of being around those environments. And it made me think about, gang violence. It made me think about, like, how you were just talking about with pedophilia. Robbing somebody of their innocence is actually one of the most cruel acts you could do. Because for you to be innocent, in my opinion, that's just you and your life experiences being that much more closer to God.
Exactly.
That much more closer to God, that much more, tapped into what the higher power truly has. But once somebody introduces you to an idea that's more malevolent, that's when, you kind of brought down into the darkness of reality, man.
Exactly.
And it's so sad that so many people have to, experience those ideas and concepts. But when it does happen, it's frustrating to me because, again, this is a person who's a good person, but now in the back of their mind, they always have to live with this idea that maybe I've been touched. Maybe I've seen somebody die, and they should have never had to witness those experiences.
No, I completely agree, and I think that's the problem with the entertainment industry. That's why I can't listen to all that violent music, bro. I can't be sitting here bumping NBA YoungBoy and all that. I honestly
murder, kill.
Bro, I honestly can't, bro, because you got to really understand. I mean, obviously, I know that the entertainment industry push for these artists to do this. NBA YoungBoy literally came out and said that's what they do. But those are mantras. Michael Jackson broke this all down. These songs are mantras, bro. We are repeating it. That's why our hook is so important because we are constantly repeating it till they get programmed in our subconscious. And then you wonder why a whole bunch of these kids who listen to that music are mad and angry all the time because your mind is programmed to be mad and angry and violent.
Right.
That's the problem. We cannot, and even with the TV, listen. I don't have a problem. I don't care what nobody's sexuality is. However, what's happening, what I'm seeing a lot, I can't even watch a TV show without any homosexual activity or incest. We talk about the Menendez. There's incest in there. Like what? That's
the Menendez brothers
in the Menendez brother movie show. That's not even in the real story. There's nothing about incest in the.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Because Kim Kardashian is coming out. She's trying to defend the Menendez brothers now.
Yeah.
And there was the inkling of her story, basically talking about the Menendez brothers, or like you just said, it was an incestual sexual acts happening inside their home, and that's why they end up killing their mom and dad.
But it was between so the show shows incest between the brothers. Yeah, there's sexual abuse in that, but it showed the brother. They literally kiss and hug and dance and like they do all of that, bro. Yes, white people. You feel what I'm saying? And they literally showing us this, and obvious. It didn't even happen. I understand that you can add your drama to it. You got to dramatize stuff, but bro, it's an agenda being pushed.
Look, I gotta head to our text line real quick. Make certain that y'all do tap in, Truth Nation, or you can call in actually if you'd like to. 833-212-1017. This is Jammin with Jews After Dark show. All right, and I want to head to our Facebook chat board.
Let's get it.
All right, shout out to Noel and shout out to Princess Hill. Princess Hill goes on to say, look, I don't really give a damn. I don't give a damn about none of these celebrities. Only celebrity I care about is Boosie and Damani Harris. All right, now I ain't gonna lie, Damani definitely be out here spitting. I think he's a better rapper than his father, but that's neither here nor there. And a little Boosie, I truly wonder what's really going on and why is he always concerned about gay people.
That's what I'm saying. This man, he got something. Either he in the closet?
No, come on, Boosie not in the closet, bro. You think Boosie in the closet, bro?
This man really hate gay people, bro. So it's like when you hate something so badly, a lot of the time it's because that's your reflection staring you right in your face.
You think so, bro?
I don't know, but I just know when you hate something, when you have that strong passion against something, it's because you are seeing yourself in that, and you don't like what you see.
I mean, Boosie goes on to say that when it comes down to the sexuality and why he, is not for all that, it's because that's not what his family was built upon. On top of that, he said when he was locked up, he actually saw some dudes. He saw a man ride another man. Right. That's what he said. All right, he said he saw another man ride another man cowboy style. Okay. All right, and it messed his whole head up. And he like,
that
bro,
was traumatized. Y'all can't count.
He said it was traumatizing.
That was traumatizing.
But he like, I'm not with none of that stuff. And I don't think Boosie's a closeted man. I think ultimately Boosie is just trying to stand up for the nuclear family, in my opinion.
No, I don't agree because I don't know. But I can understand that point. No, boy, I can understand that point.
I mean, but if Boosie is on the low, it wouldn't be the first time that you see some hard ass Negro out here.
It wouldn't.
That does like a little man butt.
Bro, it would not be the first. It definitely would not be the last, dog. But I just don't understand why so many people care about other people's sexuality, bro. That's the one thing that I guess I just don't understand. But I do understand the aspect of family because, especially in our community, bro, we need a structured family, a structural family. Like we got to get. I don't want to say get back to it because the stereotype is that we always been messed up. But I like to see structure. I like to see family within the Black community without question. But love who you love, bro. Love who you love.
It's true.
It's love, bro. Just because you don't understand that because like we don't think like that. But bro, in they brain it all makes sense. So that's all that matters.
And it's so interesting that we're on this topic right now because I was doing some Googles. I was doing some Googling. I was on YouTube looking at some stuff. Yeah, man.
Like, he called everything the. That's hilarious.
On the Google.
On the Google.
I was on there, bro, and it's very interesting. But there were a few tests. Few research It's a research development happening in regards to, can you tell what a gay face look like? Can you tell what a gay face look like? And is the gay voice thing real? And basically the research went on to go say that both those things are real.
Especially the voice. But one thing I do not understand about gay people, though, I don't understand why gay people act like, well, some gay people act like girls, something like act super feminine.
Feminine?
Like super.
Yeah.
I'm talking like to the point where you might as well be transgender, but you're not transgender. I guess I don't understand that because, like, bro, you being gay and being attracted to men don't mean that you have to act like a woman. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, what if that's their role, though, bro?
No,
so somebody getting their cheeks clapped.
This is crazy.
That's all I'm saying.
This is crazy.
That's all I'm saying. That's their role. Because honestly, bro, I think when we even talk about this idea and concept of like sexuality and gender, I think ultimately what's happening is that some people are choosing to express more of the feminine idea inside of themselves. Because I think we all have, whether you're a man or woman, both have masculine and feminine energies. It just happens to be that out here in the world, the feminine energy is permeated and actually celebrated a bit more. I mean, I think that's why, we're more than likely about to get a woman president.
Yeah, no, without question. But the feminine is the divine, bro. Like, I understand that. The feminine is the divine. Like, you got to think, somebody...
I think it's both divine.
It's both divine, but I need, like, feminine. Like, you need that essence because that's that balance, that masculine... that
masculine balance, feminine as well.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the balance. Both needs both, but I guess since I'm more masculine, yeah. Like, man, like, you revere women because that energy women can come in a room and they don't have to say nothing, bro. And that energy, oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, you praising them women too much, bro. You praising them too much, bro.
Bro, I love women, bro. I can't lie.
I love women too.
I can't lie.
I got that effect on the room when I walk in. I tell people it's amazing.
Feel the same about us. I'm pretty sure, but I just don't know. I don't like masculine. Don't like that. They don't move you. I don't care. Like, I mean, because I'm already black. Like, it's a book called The Way of the Superior Man. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of that book. I don't think I've ever read it though.
You should read it because it literally break down masculine and feminine essence. It talk about, in a nutshell, masculine is more logical, goal oriented, and feminine is more emotional. Right. So basically, with masculine, purpose is first, love is second. With feminine, love is first, purpose is second.
Interesting.
And so that's why it needs the balance. You need the love first, because if you got somebody, both of y'all put in purpose first, that ain't no love. If both of y'all put in love first, now y'all done lost your own separate purpose. So you need that balance, or else it's gonna counteract.
So you saying the man has to have purpose and the woman has to have
masculine.
Love.
So even if the woman is masculine and the man is feminine, you need that balance regardless of what it is. It don't matter about the gender. It just really matter about your essence.
See, and that's crazy. So because I gotta go back to our Facebook chat board. Shout out to Noelle, a very good friend of mine's down there in the good race Silla. All right, she goes on to say, and this is in regards to people having the innocence taken from them.
Yeah.
She goes on to say, look, one of the sweetest men I've ever met protected his mom from being murdered by his stepdad. He ended up killing his stepdad to protect her. He was a friend of my dad's, and I still call him Uncle Myron to this day.
Shout out him. He got to do what he had to do.
See, I guess that goes into the idea of killing or murder, right? Yeah. Like, did he kill him or did he murder him?
She didn't say murder.
Yeah.
But I guess I just always had those words as synonyms. Like, if it was different. Like, murder, I think murder was just a more proper, technical way of saying killing somebody.
I think there's definitely a difference in between killing and murdering, but that's just
because when you go to jail, like, even if they will be charged with probably like 3rd-degree murder. Like, they not gonna be charged with killing.
I don't know, Noel. Let us know about Uncle Myron, man. This your uncle, bro? He didn't kill somebody. Did he go down for real? Did he go down for real? What was he charged with? If he was charged, or did they let him go? All right, 833-212-1017.
Yeah, nah, we got to see. We gonna have to see what. Shout out Uncle Myron, but I say shout out to anybody who out here protecting the innocent, bro. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man, and I'm telling you, like I said before, man, we really need just more heroes, bro. We need more heroes. We need more people out here who really care about people. To have the power that we need to, again, like I said, protect people. Like down there at the Hurricane Milton, so many people more than likely are gonna pass away from Hurricane Milton. And it's just like, man, where are the billionaires at now?
Where are all these rich? Where's The Rock and Oprah at when they was over? Don't get me started with that. When they over here trying to raise all this money for Hawaii, and both of them, Oprah is a billionaire. Dwayne Johnson, dang, they're a billionaire. Where's Elon Musk? Where's Bill Gates? Where's Jeff Bezos? Where are all these people with all this? Where are the black people with all this? Well, I can't say black people because it's not just black people there.
We not the most.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I can't say that. But where are these rich people? What are they doing? Why aren't they helping? You got more than enough money to help, man. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, they could get everybody out of Florida if they really, really wanted to. Come on now, they can find a way.
I think they could find a way, or they could build something.
They can do something. Like, they can do something.
But then again, it goes to say that, some people believe that there's a weather machine out there creating these
I don't believe
these
that.
hurricanes.
You
You think so?
No, because now we playing with God, bro, at this point.
You don't believe in the weather machine idea?
Bro, I guess I don't want to believe in that because that's
no one man should have all that power.
That's taking it too far. Like, God controls the weather, bro. Like, what?
I would like to think that, but a lot of this stuff is man-made at this point.
Bro.
It's man-made at this point, bro. It's man-made. Look, I'm not going to say that the hurricane has just been strictly made by man, because I don't believe that, but I definitely do think that we had some kind of effect or cause for all this to happen. If it wasn't us, it's the second moon that we got.
Why Florida, though? Why target that specific spot?
I mean, really, if you think about it, it's hurricane season. It always gets hit.
Yeah.
It's that. It's also the idea that, Florida about to go in the water anyway. So this, again, if this is truly the world is just ready for this to happen. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It is a not Palencia.
Palencia? Let me see. I don't know.
Dang, the Upper Peninsula. There we go. It's a
peninsula. Yeah, peninsula. Yeah,
it's a peninsula. It's surrounded by all the water. I mean, why wouldn't these kind of natural disasters start happening to a place called Florida?
No, I can see that, but I can see it naturally happening.
And if we're being real honest right here, if if Earth is really a sentient being, if it really is alive, then why not get rid of Floridians?
Golly, what did the people in Florida do to you?
Oh, hey, Florida folks is crazy, bro.
They are crazy.
Florida man.
No, they crazy. Florida. I mean, then you got Alabama. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of Alabama, but what be going on in Alabama that they be saying crazy?
I mean, hey, the white people down there. It's that bad. I know it's racist. I know it's racist. I know Alabama's racist, Mississippi's racist, Georgia's racist. Louisiana.
You go down there. You down south. Come on now.
Look, I was watching. I was watching a video, and this UK comedian was like, I've never. Wait, hold on. Let me put in my English accent. I've never been to America. But she goes on to say, look, I know where not to go in America, and she'll never go to Mississippi. She says she'll never go to Alabama because they have so much slave trade happening down there. And this is one of the things to me where you definitely need to know where you at, and you definitely need to know where you're going, because ultimately you never know. Natural disasters happen everywhere, but in Florida right now, they are being doubled down on and hit completely by what some will say is the worst storm on earth.
That could be ever. But going back to what you were talking about the slave stuff, like Virginia still got all of the slave like artifacts up. You can go tour the slave like cabins and all of that. How do you feel about that? Because my friend went and he said he couldn't take that. Like, he felt that shouldn't be there. Like, why are we still keeping this here?
Did white people take them on a reenactment of slavery?
I mean, I seem like that's what they saving that just in case. In case they gotta go get go back to the past somehow.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we should keep that stuff up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But you think all the slavery stuff should just be
I think there's no point to be having no slave cabins and stuff up, bro.
Yeah. It's just
I just don't see the point.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I think can save the world is a good racist joke. Like good racist jokes, bro. Like some stuff that happens that's racist. My first initiative is like I laugh, and I don't know if it's the trauma in me or whatever, but it'd be hilarious as hell because I was talking to my girlfriend last night, and oh my god! But she was like, yeah, this church I used to go to in somewhere in Mississippi. She was like, yeah, we used to go to this church. Yeah, it was on the plantation, and I got to roll it, bro.
No, we can laugh at that.
No, because it's like, bro, you going to a church that was on the plantation?
That's funny.
You know, but it goes to say, like, how many more black people came up out of that church, that came up off the plantation. And, I truly do understand where it comes down to, a lot of our blood was actually spilled on these lands. A lot of our blood was spilled on these chains. A lot of our blood was spilled on these on this grass out here, and these monuments. And I say, if we have to do away with the statues, we need to do away with the whole thing.
Do away with all of it. We getting rid of the statues of all of these Confederate generals and stuff. Why are we keeping these artifacts of slavery? Why? Because they're trying to keep us brainwashed. They're trying to keep that lodge in our subconscious, bro. They want to keep us thinking, feeling enslaved, feeling victimized, bro.
I think that's real. I think that's why they always come up with like a new slave movie.
I'm so sick of slave movies. I don't want to see another slave movie, bro. Yeah. What else is there for you to tell us?
Right. And I agree with you though, man. I think that's part of like the reindoctrinating of just creating a new slave, especially in 2024.
Mentally.
Mentally, man. Because mentally they can keep you in chains and the slaves. Because like, dog, when you go and you spin a block, get on block again or whatever. Some folks, still feel like that block is a block, and I can truly look at them and see like, man, they still like they mentally changed to where they at, and they don't feel like there's no way out. Exactly. They don't feel like they can become anything else because basically they've never been shown that they can be anything else, and
that's why they keep us in the hood.
Yeah, or we keep ourselves there.
But you can say we keep ourselves there, but it's through they programming, bro.
But see, this is what I'm saying though, bro. I think it's like now we just reinforce it.
Yeah,
we
too deep into it.
Yeah, we reinforce the stereotypes. We reinforce the ideas of what we're supposed to be. I remember being a young kid out of Racine, just and I had my few stints going to and from jail, and I kind of felt like that was out. I was supposed to do those things. That's what I kind of felt. But at the same time, I'm glad that I removed myself out of that chain of thought, out of that frame of mind, because that's not where anybody's supposed to be. Nobody's just supposed to feel like, hey, jail is for me. Yeah. Nobody's supposed to feel that like, me going to jail is supposed to give me some kind of stripe, some kind of respect where I'm from. Because, you're really going to go waste your time, and anything that you could have given to the world, is now dead. You can't even do it anymore. But I think that a lot of us are still enslaved because, like you said before, when it comes down to the media, the entertainment, the just the whole system, the whole shebang is just a reindoctrination of us supposed to be a slave all over again.
That's all they're doing, dude. And that's why I think it is up to us to wake up. But I think it's been so ingrained to us that we believe that stuff about ourselves now. I mean, that's what they had to do to the slaves. Like, they had to make the slaves believe themselves that they are inferior, because then they can take advantage of that. And that's what they're trying to do, bro. Keep us feeling inferior.
And that's crazy, man, because when we even talk about like the most popular people of the past like decade or whatever who went on to go influence black culture, like one of the most prominent figures I can think of is like a Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people went to go model themselves after Lil Wayne, whether it was getting the face tats or dreads. And I'm not saying that having dreads is a bad hairstyle whatsoever. However, when you start to adopt the ideology that like I'm supposed to be like a Lil Wayne, then you go into the Chief Keefs of the world and the Lil Durks of the world, and you start progressing into Kodak Black, you start realizing or start feeling as if they are you and you are them, when it's not true. It's not true.
No, without question. But they feel like it though. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem though. So you are whatever you believe, no matter what it is, bro.
That's true.
Whether it's positive or negative, you believe it. So if you believe in that stuff, because of what they putting in our heads, you're going to act that stuff out. You're going to walk and act as if that's really you. And that's the problem.
See, and that's why I went on to go say, man, like, what are some things that white people do that just make you uncomfortable? Because it's just like, a lot of the things that they do that make you uncomfortable are all ideas and concepts of reinforcing you into feeling like you're a slave all over
like
again.
You're the other, bro.
Yeah, like you're the other, and you're not just a human being,
bro. Just the way they are, the way they look at you. I'm talking when you walk into a room full of white people. It's so awkward the way that they look at you. I hate the little awkward smile. I hate the being overly nice. That's racist, bro. I don't care. Like being too nice, being too accommodating. Now that sounds crazy, but that's why I say it's like get out, bro. Because when you too accommodating, it make me think, hey, you have an ulterior motive. Like what's going on, bro? Just be normal, my guy. Like be normal. We good, bro. You don't have to overdo it to make me feel
comfortable,
bro. we just be normal. Like, goodness. But maybe that's stay normal.
Right.
You know?
And shout out to Curtis Allen, man. He been showing us a lot of love on the YouTube chat board. Curtis Allen goes on to say, look, you know, that's why I believe we have to stop using derogatory terms of description, affirmations, and rationalizations because a cop looks at his windshield the same way you do. Yeah. And what does he see when he sees someone? That's very interesting. And he also goes on to say, look, I'm sorry we got black men in positions to be better and do better, and they don't want. And they don't. We got black men on death row wasting people's time, and that's what's wrong, you know? And then he goes on to say, look, in the race problem, why don't they go to the European countries that don't want other people there? I think that's all pretty interesting, Curtis, you know, especially because, again, I'm a black man here in America. Jason Smith is a black man here in America. And a lot of times when we do walk into these rooms, I think we probably more some of the best people you might ever meet in life.
Without
you
question.
know, I think I would go to say that I'm a very kind person. If you were to meet me in life, I'm a very kind person. I'm one of the best blacks you'll ever meet. All right.
That's a good black right there.
Yeah, I'm a good black.
That is a good black.
I'm a good black. You know, however, you know, when we do walk into these rooms, especially working in corporate, you know, sometimes people judge you before they know you. Man. You know, because I'm a black man with a beard, a lot of times I'm looked at as a threat before I'm looked at as somebody who's just there to participate and that can amplify what decisions are being made in the room. You know, and I think that's very unfortunate because a lot of times you may, you know, have these prejudices, these prejudgmental thoughts going on, and you're completely missing out on
getting to know the actual person, you missing out on reality, bro, because you're so stuck in your head with this perception. Right,
it's true, man. I remember. Actually, you know what? It's so funny because, you know, as we sit here talking right now, Jason, something happened today.
What happened?
Something happened today where I know for a fact that a white person did something that they said was out the kindness of their heart, thought that it was all cool, but they were training somebody, putting somebody on a new training sales thing or whatever was happening, and they went on to go say that, hey, you know what? Hey, welcome such and such blank and blank to the blank and blank chicken sales session.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, dog, like, you know how racist that is? You know how demeaning that is?
Bro. That is so racist.
But sometimes they don't see it as that. Sometimes, like you said before, they see it as, you know, this is welcoming. You know, this is something I'm bringing you into. Like, we should all just be, you know, hunky-dory about this. But, you know, personally, me, I find it very disrespectful.
You don't know, that's how white people feel. They feel like you should be lucky that you're here. You could still be in Africa. Right. You can be one of those starving kids. And that make me so mad. Even just all the pictures of the starving kids, like, that's all Africa is.
And it's crazy, Jason, because even when we talk about the starving kids in Africa, where the hell did all our money go for the past 30, 40 years?
Why is it still starving kids? Well, like, what are we doing?
We just said how many cents over?
That's what I'm saying.
They said 10 cents a day could save an African's life.
Well, we done sent $1 billion 10 cents, and we and y'all still showing these commercials. So we trying to figure out where's the money going.
Or is it more so because it's the media?
Yes, that's what I think it is.
The media wants to keep, you know, blacks away from even gaining a relationship with the Africans over there, or even gaining a relationship with the Haitians. That's why they told us the Haitians was eating the cats and eating the dogs.
And what that also does is that reinforce the idea that Africa is messed up. Like they look like, look, bro, look, you're black.
These are people.
Yeah, you're here in America. You could be living like that, but you should feel lucky that we allow you here. This not even y'all land.
Yeah.
You came and you slaughtered the natives.
Murder. That was murder. That was murder. They didn't kill them. They murdered them.
They came and slaughtered these natives, took their land, and then brought us over here and telling us we should be lucky to be here?
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Or we only here because we're cursed people. You know what they said.
My friend, you know my brother Joe.
I know your guy Joe.
He obviously Nation of Islam. So
he NOI, bro. I didn't know that.
Full-fledged NOI. Like that, he full-fledged NOI.
That's
so
legit.
obviously he believes that America is the one that what they're talking about in the Bible, the one who go be cursed for 400 years, and eventually they believe Elijah Muhammad go come back in the year 2030. And
it's 2030 now, man?
Yeah, they saying 2030.
I thought it was supposed to be 2019.
They saying 2030.
I thought 2019 was the year.
And that's what we
400 years.
We got to bet. We got to bet. We said nothing happened and nothing pop off in 2030.
Yeah.
Don't come to me and trying to be converting me no more.
You know, everybody got their beliefs, but you know, it just goes on to say and show how strong you have to be, black in America and actually still maintain hope, still maintain faith that something good can happen in America from your pursuit of happiness.
Without question. And Curtis say, how do you feel about the N-word? Last thing, how do you feel about the N-word?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm cool for black people saying the N-word.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, look up, and Kendrick Lamar put me on with this.
Niggas. I knew you was going that way.
Come on now.
Niggas.
What is the definition of niggas? King. Royalty.
Over in the Kamisha language.
Okay, come on. So, if we're looking at, I believe that first off, it's just a word. Obviously, we assign meaning to it. So, if I'm saying what up my nigga, I'm saying what up I could be saying what up my king. Like when we saying what my nigga to each other, we know what each other mean. We know what, we have that agreement.
It's interesting.
If a white person is saying that to us, we understand the meaning behind the
racial
word.
Undertone.
Exactly. And even if they don't mean it like that, bro, how else are we supposed to take it knowing the history? So, bro, words, first off, are just sounds. And the only reason they mean something is because we agree in the meaning. So when I say, what up, my nigga, me and you, we agree in the meaning. We completely understand what we are saying. White people, they not in our culture. Yeah. They don't know what we saying when we say it. They think they know, but they don't have a clue.
What do you think about internet culture?
I think internet culture is toxic. And I think that it's messed up a lot of stuff. I don't want to say it took, because it didn't really take away free speech. What it did was it amplified free speech to a level of now anybody can say whatever. Everybody is a journalist. Everybody is an expert. So, I mean, it's like, man, you can't, what can you not? You feel like you can learn all of this stuff on social media, but it's spreading so much misinformation and it's keeping people dumb.
What do you think about internet culture being compared to black culture? Because a lot of times when pop culture is all rooted in black people.
See, pop culture, internet culture, different. Pop culture is, I would say that pop culture is just black culture because everything we do is popular. Like, I mean, all they do is try to finesse and steal everything that we do. I mean, they look at music. We created every single genre of music. Like, we doing all of this stuff. So I would differentiate internet culture and pop culture. When I'm thinking of internet culture, I'm really thinking about the trolls and the Twitter trolls and Instagram trolls who literally
what about the language that has formed from internet culture?
Like what?
Again, like saying nigga, like that word is even, it's all over the internet, right? So in doing so, I think that this internet culture, this era that we're in currently right now, is teaching people how to use language that they would have never been able to use if the internet never existed. If people just stayed over their pockets of land, like if you just stayed on the East Coast, or you just stayed in California, or you just stayed in the South, without the internet, you wouldn't even know what was quote unquote hip to say, whatever.
Yeah, that's true,
right? So it's just like as words progress and as the internet progresses, people will start learning more from the internet, and we'll become more of an integrated society through culture and through the words that we spew. And in doing so, a lot of those words that are deemed to be cool, again, started with black people, right? So it's just like me and Tori were just having a conversation earlier, and it's like about the word woke. That was something that black people were saying for the longest, but now in 2024, it means something so totally different.
Because they politicized it. Like, they literally made woke political, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I think that's a problem. That's something they do so much. They politicize everything to the point where, man, and we can't have our own, we can't even say certain words that we understand because they assigned a different definition to it, and the world picked up on that definition. So now I guess that's just what the word means. Same thing they did with nigga.
Yeah. The
world picked up on their definition of it. Like, why does it have to be so degrading? Because they say that word is degrading? Like, what?
I think, especially because how mankind and human beings are developed and brought up. Yeah. We understand frequencies and vibrations, and it's just when they said the vibration ain't right.
The vibe is off. And that's really the point.
What?
That's why they're not in our culture. They don't know what we doing. They don't understand this. Their vibration is completely off when they say that word. The frequency is off, and vibration, energy do not lie. I'm just saying.
That's all good, Jason. Well, with that being said, Truth Nation, Juice Nation, all the Juicy Jammers tapped in. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Jammin' with Juice After Dark. This is where we keep it real rugged and raw. This is where we tell y'all really how we feel about so many different things. We went down the rabbit hole, so to speak, talking about Diddy and what's really going on with him. We went down the rabbit hole, talked about killing versus murdering. We even talked about the idea of the N-word and white people using it. But with that being said, Truth Nation, I am Ben Jammin. That is and was Jason Smith, Double J Money J Problems. And make sure that you do tap in tomorrow as Jammin' with the Juice between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. We will be doing our Sip to That Fridays. Holla at me, Truth Nation. Hollywood Hooks coming soon. Sooner than you think. I'm Ben Jammin.